Alright guys, here's the comment section of this video. This is where I take comments from you, good or bad, and read them back to you. And the first comment goes out to Maverick Fazio, who gave me a $5 super thanks for a video I did on the Minelab Excalibur 2 on the setup and how I used it on the beach. So thank you very much, Maverick Fazio. I really appreciate you doing that. The next comment comes from a Mr. Rick Kiefer. He says, he says, don't think I like the Deus 2. I'll stick with my Nox 800 and Spectra V3i and maybe the Manticore. We will see. So I just wanted to read your comment out because, it is okay if you don't like the Deus. Not everybody likes the Deus. It's okay. If you enjoy using a machine that works for you, then by all means, use the machine that works for you. It's just a hobby, folks, and enjoy the hobby. That's what it all boils down to. So thank you for the comment. I appreciate it, Rick. And my last comment for this video is going to be from Clayton Dunaway. He commented on a video that I did about the legend and how to set up a coin program. He says 3 of the 5 targets I dig with this at a park are coins. Pretty darn good. Thank you. Well, thank you, Clayton, for dropping a comment. I'm really hoping you're getting a lot out of that coin program. It works pretty good. So thank you for your comment. And thank all of you out there who are commenting. Maybe next time in the next video, you'll make the comment section.
Man, the wind is howling. Leaves are flying everywhere. What to do? Hey guys, this is Scott from the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com, and fall has arrived, folks. Just like that, bam! We are in the mountains of Pennsylvania today. Thick of it in fall time here. It's pretty awesome to be up here this time of year, but today it is really windy, and I'm debating whether I want to go down in the woods and do some detecting. But before that, I wanted to go over what I got yesterday with my buddy Teddy from Ohio. Teddy is the self-proclaimed #1 fanboy of my channel. To prove that, I have it on an envelope that he had sent me something in a while back. So here's a little screenshot of that now. However, we did go detecting yesterday. We did hit about 5 camp spots that he found on a map that we wanted to hit. So I just dug this fancy fork. Are you kidding me right now? Another fork. Make that 3 forks. And now I have a spoon. What do you think this one's gonna be? Another fork. Put a fork in it. Is it gonna be another fork? Oh, I see it already. Look. It's another fork. Pretty soon I'll have a whole dining set. For number 5. We didn't do very good, but here's what I found. Anyway, I had set a record yesterday. I found the most forks in one setting that I've ever found. I got 4 or 5 of them, and a spoon and another spoon and some shell casings, some shotgun casings. I found a lot of mason jar lids, and I found these a lot too. I don't know what they were from, but something is a container or something full of whatever, but it all disintegrated except the top and the bottom. And that was really about it. Some melted aluminum. Or these camps were only, they weren't that old. They were from like the 1920s, 30s, maybe 40s. He had hit them before, except for a couple of them, but it was pretty cool. We found found the foundations to a bunch of them, and thought we were gonna get something good, but it wasn't to be yesterday. But that's okay. Today's another day, and I think we're gonna just try this out a little bit. But we're gonna take the Deus 2 with me. I'm gonna actually show you where and when to use the Deus Fast program. I'm gonna down in this area. I know it very well. I come here a lot. I've hunted this area many years now. Many of my earlier videos are from this area. So I'm gonna go down here again. I don't expect to find much, but I'm gonna kind of demonstrate. Hopefully, if it's not too windy, when and where why you would use the Deus Fast, because there are a lot of you guys out there have purchased the Deus 2, but you're not really sure when to use some of these programs. And I'm just going to show you share my thoughts on when to use certain programs and when not to. So today we're going to do the Deus Fast, and kind of go over that a little bit and why I would use it in the conditions that I'm in down there. So buckle up, get some off on you or some bug spray. I'm sure there's going to be ticks around. And I'm a little concerned about the snake situation. Even though it's fall, they were sighting some snakes last week. So I got to be careful down there. I'm going to put on my big muck boots and hopefully they can't bite through that. And then I'll have to go through some months of rehab from PTSD from a snake bite. We don't want to see a snake. That's not going to be a good day for us. So get your gear. Let's get going. You think they can bite through that? I hope not. I really hope not. These are not muck boots. They're Irish setters, by the way. I love them. Alright guys, we have reached our destination here. The wind seems to be a little less severe as it kicks in right now. Yeah, like I was saying, the wind seems to be less severe down here until that moment. So why am I in this area? If you've watched any of my old videos, this is an area where there was a bunch of old coal miners living on the side of a mountain. This took place back in the early 1900s, and I think they closed down shop around 1911. I took some video and some photos of the area, or the museum, where they have some of these equipment that was found there, like the big basket or whatever they called it. I think it was the tippet or something like that they called it, that they put all the coal in and they would dump across the river. They would run it down on a cable. It's pretty impressive actually. And then the old coke ovens where they'd burn all the impurities off of the coal that they would mine off the side of the mountain here and then burn it, and then all that stuff, the whatever was left over, the good stuff that they wanted, was shipped off by railroad, which was real close to the coke ovens. Not down in the coke oven area today, but I'm up here where they actually lived on the side of the mountain. And what I found up here before was a bunch of Indian head pennies. I did find one silver Canadian dime one time. Nothing really other than that. A bunch of relics from the miners who lived here, like miners' tags and things like that. Some really cool stuff that I really like to find. But today I'm not really hopeful I'll find much. I've been hitting this place pretty hard. I'm not the only one, so people know about this area. But I'm going to do a different side of the area that I'm not used to doing, because I think everybody's going to go over here and hit down in here, whereas they're not going to maybe look on the other side. So they were all over the place up in here, so you just never know where you're going to find stuff. But let's go over, let's take a look at the days fast and see what the program settings are, so you guys know what the defaults are. And I'm not really going to change anything too much on the default, so let's take a look at it. Hopefully you can see this without too much glare. I'll try to get it the best I can here. So I'm in days fast. I've already ground balanced and noise canceled, so there won't be much else to do. Let's take a look at the menu just to give you guys an idea what the default settings are. For your discrimination, it's going to be 6.8. If you go into expert, it's in pitch instead of tones. Your B caps are going to be 0. Your notch there's a small notch between 23 and 24, and your silencer is at 2. Everything else, I mean, is pretty much the same. There's nothing else to really look at. You can go into options here, audio settings. Yeah, there's really nothing in here that you need to change or anything. So that's the default. So yeah, let's just get going, and I'm gonna try to get in an area where I know is really junky, and I'm gonna show you why I would prefer this program over others. I'm actually gonna hunt with fast all day today, so just because I know there's just a lot of trash in here. So all right, let's get going. So one of the reasons I like to use days fast is when you hit all these big iron patches, or when it's really trashy. Like in here, there's just a ton of iron and stuff, and you can dig a lot of targets, but a lot of them are gonna be crap. So what I've done is I've actually turned on the big number display, so I can see quickly the left side is your ferrous bar, and then the right side there's a non-ferrous bar. So it's pretty cool when you get something like, I have a signal right here, and you come across it, big numbers pop up, and it's non-ferrous all day long, no ferrous at all in there, but it's ringing 66. Now we know that's a lot of times that's junk. And in here it's probably going to be, my guess it'll be either a shotgun slug or something that's probably not of value, but that's also, well, it's kind of outside the realm of a nickel, but it is hitting 65, so it could be a nickel, but I'm not really betting on a nickel. So we'll dig this anyway and see. It might actually be on top, so let's take the pinpointer and just pinpoint it. Yeah, just what I thought. It's right here. Oh, it's even better. A pull tab. Here's an interesting relic that hit 54, but I didn't really pay attention to the ferrous versus non-ferrous because I dig all that stuff in here at 54. So that looks like maybe the top to a burner or something from a stove. Not really sure, but kind of looks like it. Well, here we are. This is a very weird and scary moment. So, well, let me just show you this is where I really want to be detecting. This is an open area. I found many coins in here before. Problem is, you can't hear it. I'm sure it's not probably picking up on the microphone, but I just heard a buzzing. Like, it sounds like there's a snake in there somewhere. So I am not going to go any further. I think we are probably going to cut this video short, and I'm going to beat feet out of here, because if there's one in here, I'm guaranteeing you there's more than one. And it's like 65 degrees out here, and so they're probably not moving very fast, but it only takes one strike to hit me. So now I got to back my way out of here without stumbling into them. So yeah, a little turn of events here. Not a good situation. And you know, I hate snakes so bad. That just really makes me bummed out, because that's where all the trash is up there. That's the trash area that the Deus fast would be awesome in. So we might have to postpone this for a little bit until it gets a little cooler and I can get back up in here when everything's kind of died off even more. It's still pretty high. The grass is pretty thick in here, but I'm not willing to go in there and risk it. So there's only me in the woods today, no one else. Don't have a buddy. So anyway, I'm gonna back out of here, detect on my way out, but yeah, maybe we'll go to a different area. All right, we moved away from the snakes. I'm over here on the other side where it's a little more open and I can see a little bit better, but I got a 73, 72 signal. Just what I suspected, a spent shell. Right next to that cartridge that I found, I got a good 81. Sounds like a big target there. Seems like it's big, whatever it is. Oh look, it's a coin! Or is it? Or is it a shotgun shell? I think it's a shotgun shell, yep. Ooh, that was a high one there. That was not what I'm used to hearing. Those are usually 62. So targets are picking up a little bit. I turned up my speakers so you could hear them. What I'm listening for is that high squeak, like right there. So there's a 65, 66. I suspect it's another shell, shotgun shell, but you gotta inspect those, because that could be the nickel you never found. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna dig that right there. I'm gonna get back and get my shovel. But I suspect it's going to be nothing. But in all this iron, you listen for those high squeakers using the fast. And then you take a look at the numbers. It's not always accurate, but it's pretty darn close. That's probably all I need to take out, because it is not very deep, these targets. It's easy for me to say. Yep, another shotgun. Right there it is. You just never know. It could be a buffalo. Could be a war nickel. You gotta dig them. So I wanted to show you this slight adjustment I made. I changed my discrimination to 10. The reason I changed it was because I'm in here getting a lot of 7, 8, 9 signals that were ringing high in the pitch, and I don't want to hear those because it's obviously going to be junk. So I raised it up just slightly up to 10 to knock some of that out. So then when I really hear the high pitches, they're going to stand out, and they're going to probably be good diggable numbers. So just for demonstration, here's what it sounds like. Make sure my volume's up so you can hear it. So in this area, I don't know if you can hear that or not, there's a ton of iron in here. And some of that iron was leaching through. And so there's a high pitch there, but it's hitting mostly on the ferrous side. I'm going to avoid that one. But there's a lot of iron in here. You can hear it, hopefully. But what you're doing is you're looking for those high squeakers that have good numbers. It's a mess up here. There's a lot of stuff in the ground. It's going to be hard to hear, I'm sure, because of the wind and the leaf noise. But this is how I like to use this fast program in places like this. Come back this way. Not that same squeaker. A lot of stuff in the ground. But you'll know when you get to a signal that's good. You will know. Trust me. And it's getting pretty quiet. More iron there. Oop, what's that? So 51, 52. So there's something in here, which 50s, it's hit or miss. Could be something, cool relic or something in here. Let's see what it sounds like now. Ooh, I'm getting 80s, 86. Sounds like there might be two targets in there. There's a 51 and then there's a higher target right there. 87. That is. Yeah, 88, 87. And then it stops right there and starts going into another one. Or it could be part of the same target. We will investigate that one for sure. Alright, so first target is going to be a piece of tin, which is alright. That explains why I rang up so high. Let's see if there's another one in here somewhere. This will be the 50 signal. Looks like part of a lantern part, I'm thinking. Another piece to it. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that one. Oh well. Well, that's the stuff you gotta dig when you're digging relics in a place like this. Here's something that rang up 61. No idea what that is. Do you guys? No clue. Alright, keep going. Here's an interesting signal when you go over it. High pitch, but it's mixed in with iron. See the iron side hitting? And you can hear the iron. What do you think this one is? Well, I already know because I saw it. I scraped it. Check it out. I have no idea what it is, but it's fitting or something. Had another 81 signal. Pop this out. I believe this might actually be a folded up harmonica reed. Oops. I do believe that is the case as I'm breaking it. Yep. There it is, harmonica. Somebody would have been playing that up here. Peak of the devil. Another 81 signal. And look, there's a harmonica reed. Full one intact. So 2 harmonica reeds pretty close to each other. Might be in a really good spot. I'll have to go over this section. It's really noisy. I'll show you. You can hear this now. There's a bunch of iron in the ground. There's another high tone right up here. 66. Like a 47, 42. There's another 80 right there. Let's dig that one. Might be something I can see already in the ground. I'm actually kicking it out of the ground. What is that? Oh, another big pipe fitting. Now, I don't want to get too excited. So I have a 97 signal right here. 94, 99, 98. I did see some ferrous click over. So that could be a lot of things. Can. But we're hunting for relics and coins, so we gotta investigate it. A lot of glass in there, I know that. I think that's the culprit right there. I don't know what that is. We're gonna find out in 2 seconds here. Oh, big piece of tin. That's why it was so loud. Alright, look at all that glass in there. A piece of glass here. A piece out here. I should be wearing my gloves, I know. They're in my pocket. Yeah, I'm definitely in some sort of trash area because there's the 81 signal I just got. Look at all the glass. Lots of junk in here. It's a good spot though. Another 84 signal and another harmonica reed. We're definitely in a good spot. No one's been over here. There's too much iron. That's the beauty of this machine. You get into this iron, all this trashy area, you can get right through it. Alright, over here was the harmonica reed. Listen to all the targets on the ground. I'll raise the speaker up for you. Let's see here. Alright, speakers on max. There's just a ton of targets around. And there's 68 right there. Hear all that iron in the ground? Ooh, there's an 87 right there. 88, 87. Ooh, we'll be digging that too. We'll dig that one. Mark it. You hear how I'm listening for those squeakers? There's a lot of signal in here. But we're going to come back to this one. There's another one here, 70. Or maybe that was the one I went over. But I hit this. Man, that sounds really good, like a coin. Alright, let's dig it and see. See if we get an Indian head out of here today so we can go home. I do need to drive back tonight. Maybe you guys can switch off drivers. Help me out. We'll be tired. Alright, let's see. Again, I should be wearing gloves, I know. Oh, it doesn't look like... Oh, maybe. Thought that was That was something else. Let's see what it is. Alright, still in the hole. Come on, be something good. Uh-oh, it's round. Oh, it was round. Actually, that's still pretty cool. You know what that is? That is a miner's tag. Pretty sure there'll be a number on the bottom of it somewhere. They're a little different. But that's what that is, I think. It's probably a miner's tag. I'll have to look at it and clean it up later, but they look a little different up here than I'm used to finding. This is different. So this could be something else, I'm not sure. Ooh, that's a good one. It's a good relic there. Let's go dig the other one. Here's that other 87, 88 signal. Oh, darn it. Another piece of that tin. Oh well. So much for our coin. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked the hunt today. I was really trying to show you how I actually use the Deus fast in a really junky relic area that I like to hunt up here. The fast program is amazing in these kind of conditions where you have a lot of targets in the ground, a lot of iron, a lot of junk. And you just kind of listen for those squeakers. We did make one change here today. I want to make sure you guys understand. I changed the reactivity to 3. Well, actually, no, I didn't change the reactivity. I didn't show the reactivity. Actually, the reactivity was 3. But I did change the discrimination up to 10 because I was getting a lot of false positives, too many high squeakers in the 7, 8, 9 range. So we bumped up the discrimination to 10. And that kind of eliminated a lot of them out. And then what I had left was 50 signals, 60s, a couple of 84s, which turned out to be these harmonica reeds, you know. So pretty cool hunt. Wish I could have found a coin for you, but it just didn't work out. I was hoping we'd sneak one out of there. I found a new area that I want to hunt, and I'm really excited about that because I know no one's hit that spot because the harmonica reeds always come up high for everybody else's machines too. But in that thick iron and stuff, they're hard to hear. So we got them today, and I know that area has not been hunted very good. So yeah, let's take a look at what we found and what I took out of the woods. I left some of it in the woods. I put it all in a little pile next to a stump that I know where it is. So next time I'm in, when I got a bigger bag, I'll take all that out. But right now, I just kept a few things. Yep, I kept the harmonica reeds because I think they're pretty cool to find in the woods. And a couple of these things were shotgun shell caps. I don't know what that is. I got a couple of these things. I don't know what these are either, but maybe some of you guys know. I don't know what this is. Piece of tin. Obviously went to something. Some spent shell casings. I think that's going to be a tag, a miner's tag, something. I'm going to try to clean that up and see if there's a number on it. If there is, I'll post a picture in the video here. So we avoided a rattlesnake. I think it was a rattlesnake, but I did not want to go confirm it because that was I had a little anxiety there for a minute. I'm not going to lie. I almost said I'm done. I'm out of here. But walking out, I found a new place, which was this one that we found the harmonica reeds. And it was pretty open. I could see a lot. So I didn't have to worry about a snake biting me in the leg. So yeah, good hunt today. I hope you guys enjoy the watching. If you have any questions about the Deus Fast program, please drop me a comment or drop me a comment in general. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. So if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, I would appreciate it. And if you're looking for a Deus 2, I know who has them. Fort Bedford metal detectors. Why don't you reach out to them and give John a chance to earn your business. All right, well, that's all for me today. I hope you guys really liked the video, enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you in another mental metal video. It's got a 94 on the Deus too. What's it gonna be, Teddy?
Modern bullet for about
94? I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be good.
for a big
Or not.
chunk. Those copper wire.
Darn it. That is copper all day.
Copper tubing. Should let you dig it.
I walked right by it. I know what copper sounds like.